Earth, year 2035. The sun sets over a sprawling city, casting long shadows across the dense forest of skyscrapers and towers. On the ground, people go about their business, completely unaware that their world is on the brink of a total transformation. Chaos erupts at a construction site as a massive explosion levels buildings, sending plumes of smoke and debris into the air while workers flee in terror. A monstrous creature, a colossal demonic ape, clambers through the wreckage, its eyes glowing with a malevolent light as it roars at the sky. Soldiers open fire with everything they've got, but bullets and missiles bounce off the beast's thick hide. They scramble to contact the Hunter Association for desperate backup. The ape bellows, hoisting an entire building block over its head before slamming it back down with earth-shattering force. The shockwave rips through the city streets, pulverizing concrete and leaving a trail of absolute destruction in the monster's wake. Look! That's... A man shouts, his eyes wide as a new figure descends into the heart of the disaster zone. A hunter arrives, lightning crackling around his body as he stares down the giant beast while survivors look on from the shadows. The demonic ape beats its chest and lets out a deafening roar, signaling that it has no intention of backing down. The hunter draws his blade, remaining perfectly still as the massive creature lunges forward with a swipe of its claws. With a sudden, lightning flash, the hunter leaps into the air, his sword glowing with a brilliant blue energy that arcs across the sky. He dives straight at the monster's head, moving so fast he's little more than a blur of electric light. A single, massive slash cuts through the air, aimed directly at the creature's neck to end the fight in one stroke. This nightmare began back in September 2035, when a giant asteroid named Wimlis crashed into the Pacific Ocean. The impact sent massive waves crashing through the sea, but the water wasn't the real threat. It was what the asteroid brought with it. Cosmic radiation spread across the globe within a year, causing creatures to mutate into lethal monsters and plunging Earth into the era of the Great Cataclysm. To survive, humanity discovered psionic power, a mysterious energy they could absorb to awaken supernatural abilities. Global alliances formed the Five Nations Federation and established the Beast Hunter Association to combat the growing threat. They began training specialized warriors to wield psionic power, turning the tide of the war against the mutated beasts. In the present day at Luzhou Martial Arts University, Junior Class C is currently enduring a lecture on this very history. The teacher slams his hand onto a desk, his voice booming as he calls out for Lin Xiao to wake up. Lin Xiao is fast asleep, his head resting on his arms while the rest of the class looks on. Zhao Xia, a blonde-haired student sitting nearby, looks at him with concern as she tries to nudge him awake. Lin Xiao finally sits up, groaning and rubbing the back of his head while his classmates erupt into laughter at his expense. Wu Zhixing stands up to mock him, calling him a deadweight and telling him not to ruin their chances in next month's competition. The bully continues to sneer, telling Lin Xiao he should just drop out and find a job instead of embarrassing himself with those grades. Zhao Xia stands her ground, shouting back at Wu Zhixing to stop bullying him for a condition he can't help. The teacher orders everyone to sit down and get back to work, warning Lin Xiao to keep it together for the afternoon training session. Lin Xiao stares down at his notebook, reflecting on the chronic headaches that have caused him to pass out repeatedly over the last 2 years. His physical grades have plummeted, turning him from a former prodigy into the bottom-ranked student of the class. He knows he's only still in school because of his high innate psionic power, but that won't save him if he can't actually fight. Zhao Xia tells him to just ignore them and focus on his own progress, but Lin Zhao's attention is suddenly elsewhere. A blue holographic light flickers in front of his eyes, displaying a strange prompt that only he can see. As he reads his textbook, notifications start scrolling past, showing that his speed reading skill is rapidly gaining experience. A massive wall of text detailing cultivation methods floods his vision, though he seems more focused on the glowing system interface. A ding sounds in his head, his speed reading has leveled up, and he's just earned something called a potential point. Lin Xiao looks around in a daze, wondering why he can suddenly see a game-like interface tracking his skills. A full status window pops up, showing his name and stats, including a dangerously low constitution score of only 6. The system explains that potential points can be used to either optimize his existing skills or directly boost his attribute points. He realizes he could use these points to complete his incomplete psionic refinement method without needing the Hunter Association's help. A small smile plays on his lips as he considers using the points to fix his constitution. It might just be the key to losing his deadweight title forever. Lin Xiao taps the holographic button, adding a point to his constitution. A blue light flashes as his attribute rises to 7, accompanied by a sudden surge of energy through his body. He stretches his arms, a confident smirk spreading across his face. His breathing feels lighter and his vision has never been clearer. The chronic pain that weighed him down for years is finally gone. The school bell rings, echoing through the corridors to signal the end of the morning lecture. Students start packing their bags and preparing for the rest of the day. The teacher dismisses the class, telling everyone to prepare well for next month's ranking competition. The students respond in unison before heading out for lunch. In the crowded university cafeteria, Zhao Xia slams her hands on the table, still fuming over how Wu Zhixing treated Lin Xiao earlier. She reminds him that he was third in the entrance exams before his health issues started. Zhao Xia crosses her arms, huffing that if it weren't for his frequent fainting spells, a guy like Wu Zhixing wouldn't even be able to compare to him. Lin Xiao just stays calm, telling her there's no point getting angry over someone like that. Zhao Xia senses someone approaching and turns her head, her expression souring instantly. Lin Xiao looks up as a group of students looms over their table. Wu Zhixing sneers as he looks down at Zhao Xia, warning her that hanging out with trash every day will only make her weak. Zhao Xia doesn't back down, telling him to mind his own business. The bully leans in, telling Lin Xiao to get lost on his own and stop dragging down Zhao Xia's future. Lin Xiao doesn't flinch, calmly stating that he doesn't think he'll be dragging anyone down. Wu Zhixing and his friends erupt into mocking laughter, unable to believe that trash is actually talking back. They look at him like he's lost his mind, clutching their stomachs as they laugh at his audacity. Wu Zhixing suddenly stops laughing and grabs Lin Xiao by the collar, his face just inches away. He claims that fighting a weakling like him would just be bullying. He challenges Lin Xiao to a spar with one of his lackeys during the afternoon combat class, questioning if he even has the guts to accept. His muscular friend steps up, cracking his knuckles with a menacing grin. Lin Xiao's eyes narrow, a sharp, amber glow flashing within them as he looks the bully right in the face. He coolly accepts the challenge, shocking everyone at the table. Wu Zhixing laughs and calls it a deal, while Zhao Xia jumps to her feet in shock, asking Lin Xiao if he's gone completely crazy. She knows exactly how dangerous this setup is. As the bullies walk away, Wu Zhixing shouts back a warning for Lin Xiao not to go kneeling and begging for mercy when the time comes. Zhao Xia watches them go, her face pale with worry for what's about to happen. Zhao Xia desperately explains that the lackey, Wu Yong, has a punch force of over 750 kilograms. She's worried that even she might not be able to beat him, but Lin Xiao just tells her not to worry and continues his meal. Outside on the campus steps, students are already gossiping about the upcoming fight. They wonder if Lin Xiao has finally lost it, knowing Wu Yong has had a grudge against him for a long time. Teacher Wang leads a silver-haired official named Lan toward the training room, updating her on the situation. Official Lan remains quiet, her arms crossed as she listens to the news of the impending spar. As they walk toward the training center, Official Lan asks for the profiles of the school's top 3 students. Teacher Wang starts listing them off, starting with Zhuang Jinyu from Class A. Inside the gym, Lin Xiao is already hard at work, unleashing a flurry of punches on a heavy bag. Blue system windows hover in the air, tracking his experience gains for every strike. He throws a powerful straight punch, his fist sinking deep into the bag as the impact echoes through the room. He's pushing himself to the limit, determined to see just how much he's improved. A digital display flashes on a nearby screen, recording his punch force at 746.8 kilograms. Lin Xiao clicks his tongue, noting that he hasn't even surpassed the 750 mark yet. He pulls up his status window, reviewing his current attributes and skills. He sees that he still has 2 potential points available and a list of combat skills that are still at level 0. Lin Xiao continues his training, weaving between the heavy bags as he works on his footwork. He knows he needs to raise all his attributes to at least 10 points before the afternoon class begins. He pushes through the fatigue, notifications for combat arts and footwork experience points constantly popping up in his vision. His goal is to get all his primary skills past level 10 as quickly as possible. From the observation deck, Official Lan watches Lin Xiao's intense training session. Teacher Wang explains that while he's currently near the bottom of the year, he was actually ranked 3rd overall when he first arrived. Official Lan rests her chin on her hand, her gaze fixed on the boy in the gym below. She finds his sudden burst of motivation and his past ranking to be highly interesting. In the afternoon, a large crowd of students gathers on the university combat field. Word has spread about the deadweight of Class C finally snapping and challenging a bully's lackey. Teacher Wang arrives on the scene, adjusting his glasses as he asks who called him there. He looks around at the expectant faces of the student body. Zhao Xia stands near him, her arms crossed and a defiant look on her face. She admits to calling the teacher, worried that Wu Yong might go too far and seriously hurt Lin Xiao during the spar. On the field, Wu Yong cracks his knuckles, looking down at Lin Xiao with a condescending smirk. Wu Zhixing shouts from the sidelines, egging his friend on to teach that trash a lesson. Lin Xiao stands calmly, his hands in his pockets as he ignores the insults being hurled his way. One of the bullies shouts for Wu Yong to leave Lin Xiao's face intact so he can at least find work as a gigolo. Wu Yong sneers, asking Lin Xiao if he's busy thinking about how he's going to beg for mercy later. He's clearly enjoying the attention from the crowd. Lin Xiao looks up, a sharp and focused light in his eyes. He replies that he isn't thinking about begging, he's only thinking about how he's going to win this fight. Lin Xiao's calm response only infuriates Wu Yong further. The bully taunts him, claiming he's honestly afraid he might accidentally kill someone as weak as him. Wu Yong suddenly shifts his weight and lunges forward, his foot kicking up a cloud of dust from the field. He's moving fast, intent on ending the fight with a single, brutal opening move. He throws a powerful haymaker, but Lin Xiao remains perfectly still, his eyes tracking the incoming fist with eerie precision. The punch whistles through the air, just inches from its target. Die, you bastard! Wu Yong screams as he puts all his strength into a follow-up strike. His face is contorted with rage as he tries to crush the boy in front of him. Lin Xiao tilts his head slightly, a faint smile on his lips as the fist sails harmlessly past his ear. To the onlookers, it looks like he's barely even moving. Wu Yong stumbles forward, his eyes widening in complete shock as he realizes he's hit nothing but air. He's never seen anyone move with this kind of effortless grace before. Recovering quickly, Wu Yong snarls that Lin Xiao just got lucky and challenges him to dodge the next punch. He lunges again, his movements becoming more desperate and aggressive. Lin Xiao weaves through the air, a blur of motion as he effortlessly avoids every single strike. He looks completely relaxed, as if he's just out for a casual stroll instead of in the middle of a serious fight. The gathered students whisper among themselves, surprised that Lin Xiao, who they considered a dead last loser, is putting up such a fight. They realize the match is becoming far more interesting than they expected. Wu Yong's frustration boils over as he lunges forward again, shouting at Lin Xiao to stop dodging and face him like a man. He's becoming desperate as his strikes continue to hit nothing but empty air. Lin Xiao moves with a series of fluid, high-speed dodges, his body leaving brief afterimages on the field. To the observers, it looks like he's dancing around Wu Yong's heavy, uncoordinated attacks. He maintains a remarkably calm expression, his amber eyes scanning Wu Yong's movements for any openings. He looks completely in control, showing no signs of the fatigue that usually plagues him. Bystanders start to change their tune, with one student noting that Lin Xiao actually looks kind of badass. They are stunned by the sheer quality of his footwork, which seems far beyond his previous rank. Lin Xiao leans away from another swing, his hands remaining casually by his sides or in his pockets. The contrast between Wu Yong's exertion and Lin Xiao's ease is becoming embarrassing for the bully. Wu Zhixing watches from the crowd with a dark scowl, his arms tightly crossed as he tries to process what he's seeing. He can't understand how someone he considered trash has suddenly become so capable. Zhao Xia cheers enthusiastically for her friend, while a girl with a purple ponytail named Fang Wen asks if Lin Xiao has been undergoing some kind of special training. The sudden improvement has caught everyone's attention. Zhao Xia admits she doesn't know about any training, but she mentions that Lin Xiao told her his chronic headaches have finally been cured. Fang Wen looks intrigued, sensing there's more to the story. Fang Wen listens thoughtfully, her eyes fixed on the battle as she ponders the link between his health and his sudden spike in combat ability. Zhao Xia remains focused on cheering, her earlier worry replaced by excitement. The fight continues as a one-sided display of agility, with Lin Xiao effortlessly weaving through a complex combo of strikes. Students remark that it looks less like a spar and more like he's simply walking a dog. Wu Yong, now panting and covered in sweat, screams for Lin Xiao to stop running and fight him head-on. His pride is clearly wounded by his inability to even touch his opponent. Lin Xiao looks back with a smug, knowing smile, his amber eyes glowing with confidence. He coolly tells Wu Yong that if he wants a real fight, he has to actually manage to touch him first. Infuriated, Wu Yong unleashes a flurry of high-speed punches, the air whistling with the force of his strikes. He's putting everything he has into this assault, desperate to land a single blow. Wu Yong's eyes widen in absolute shock as he realizes his arm has been stopped mid-swing. The aggressive momentum of his attack is halted instantly. Lin Xiao has caught Wu Yong's heavy fist with a single hand, his grip firm and immovable. He stares at the bully with a calm, mocking gaze, his posture completely relaxed despite the impact. With a slight smirk, Lin Xiao asks if Wu Yong really wants a head-on confrontation after all. He looks completely unfazed, as if he's been playing with his opponent this entire time. Lin Xiao warns Wu Yong not to tap out too quickly, his eyes narrowing as he prepares to transition from defense to offense. A sudden shift in the air pressure around them signals the end of the game. With a blur of motion, Lin Xiao delivers a lightning-fast counterpunch directly into Wu Yong's gut. Blue energy ripples from the point of impact as the air around them seems to distort from the sheer force. Wu Yong is sent hurtling backward across the training field, his feet leaving the ground as he's launched by the power of the strike. He crashes into the turf several meters away, a cloud of dust rising where he lands. The surrounding crowd is left in stunned silence before erupting into whispers. They can't believe that deadweight just delivered a punch with a force they estimate to be close to 800 kilograms. Wu Yong lies on the grass, clutching his stomach and gasping for breath as he tries to process the overwhelming power he just faced. The students who mocked Lin Xiao earlier now look on in disbelief. Teacher Wang adjusts his glasses, commenting to official Lon that Lin Xiao's force generation is surprisingly excellent. He notes that it seems as though everything has finally clicked for the boy. Teacher Wang explains that Lin Xiao was always a strong prospect in the past but was severely held back by a mysterious headache illness. He seems genuinely impressed by the recovery they are witnessing. Wu Zhixing stands on the sidelines, his face turning a deep shade of red as his anger reaches its breaking point. He can't stand to see his lackey being humiliated by someone he considers beneath him. He screams at Wu Yong to get back up, his voice cracking with rage as he refuses to accept the possibility of defeat. He looks like he's about to step onto the field himself out of pure spite. Lin Xiao stands over the fallen Wu Yong, his expression cool and detached as he asks if the bully is already unable to get back up. The taunt is subtle but clearly hits home. Driven by rage and Wu Zhixing's demands, Wu Yong scrambles to his feet and lunges forward one more time. He screams that there's no way he's losing to someone like Lin Xiao. Lin Xiao delivers a crushing blow that draws blood, his movement so fast it's almost impossible to track. He isn't holding back anymore, determined to end this confrontation decisively. Wu Yong is sent flying again, his body spinning through the air from the impact of the latest strike. The bystanders watch in awe, noting that the two fighters seem to be on completely different levels. Nearby, a group of girls gossip about Lin Xiao, whispering that he looks significantly hotter today than he ever has before. They wonder aloud if Xiao Xia can hear them talking so loudly about her childhood friend. Lin Xiao stands calmly as Wu Yong struggles on the ground, his face bloodied and his breathing ragged. He asks the bully if he still has any desire to continue the fight. Wu Yong, barely able to stand, challenges Lin Xiao to take one of his punches head-on if he has the guts. He claims he'll show him what a real punch looks like, gathering every last bit of his strength. Lin Xiao's amber eyes glow with an intense, golden light as a confident smirk plays on his lips. He simply tells Wu Yong, all right, accepting the challenge to stand his ground. Wu Yong gathers his strength and lunges forward in a low crouch, his face twisted in a desperate, final effort. He shouts for Lin Xiao not to regret his decision to take the hit head-on. Lin Xiao stands motionless as Wu Yong's fist hurtles toward him, his eyes fixed on the incoming strike with total composure. He looks like a statue in the center of the training field, unfazed by the threat. As the fist nears his face, Lin Xiao readies a counterpunch of his own, his body tensing with latent power. He's timed his response perfectly, waiting for the exact moment of peak impact. The two forces collide in a massive explosion of light and pressure, the impact creating a massive shockwave that clears the dust from the field. The crowd watches in disbelief as the deadweight absorbs the blow and retaliates. Wu Yong is launched backward for a final time, his body hurtling through the air like a ragdoll. He screams as the overwhelming power of Lin Xiao's counterstrike completely shatters his defense. Lin Xiao stands in the middle of the field, his fist still extended and his gaze sharp. The blue light from his eyes slowly begins to fade as he takes a calm breath, looking completely unaffected by the clash. Wu Yong collapses on the grass, clutching his mangled arm and trembling from head to toe. He looks up at Lin Xiao with tears of pain and disbelief, wondering how his strength could have increased so suddenly. Lin Xiao looks down at him with a cold, triumphant smirk, asking a simple question that silences the entire field. He wonders aloud when anyone had ever seen him use his full strength before today. The expansive training field buzzes with the voices of dozens of students. They're all reeling from the shock of Lin Xiao's sudden display of power, with some calling him a beast, and others questioning the dead-last reputation he once held. Teacher Wang, standing tall in his brown suit, points a commanding finger toward the campus buildings. He orders Wu Zhixing and his friends to take the injured Wu Yong to the infirmary immediately, to which they reluctantly agree. Xiao Xia rushes over to Lin Xiao, her long blonde hair swaying as she asks him to explain when he became so strong. Lin Xiao offers a tired but genuine smile, claiming his strength returned right after his chronic headaches were finally cured. Their conversation is cut short by a cold, condescending voice calling out to Lin Xiao. The atmosphere shifts instantly from celebratory to tense as a new threat approaches. Suddenly, a powerful kick strikes toward Lin Xiao from behind, the movement creating a sharp whistle in the air. Despite the surprise attack, Lin Xiao remains standing, his body barely swaying as he senses the incoming force. Zhao Xia's eyes widen in alarm as she shouts a warning for Lin Xiao to look out. The sudden aggression has startled the remaining crowd, who quickly clear a space for the confrontation. Lin Xiao turns his head slightly, his amber eyes narrowing as he refocuses on the new opponent. He looks remarkably composed, his earlier relaxed demeanor replaced by a sharp, combat-ready intensity. With a swift, practiced motion, Lin Xiao blocks a high, sweeping kick from Wu Zhixing. The collision between their limbs creates a visible shockwave, dust kicking up around their feet as they lock into a brief stalemate. Wu Zhixing pulls his leg back and stares down at Lin Xiao with a sneer, mockingly congratulating the dead last loser on actually getting a little stronger. His gaze is predatory, showing no real respect for Lin Xiao's recent victory. He warns Lin Xiao not to get too arrogant, reminding him that the official ranking tournament is only 2 weeks away. As he turns to leave, Lin Xiao coolly replies that he'll be waiting for him there. Once the bullies are out of earshot, Zhao Xia rounds on Lin Xiao, asking if he has a death wish for challenging someone as strong as Wu Zhixing. She points out that Wu Zhixing is leagues beyond Wu Yong in terms of pure power and skill. Lin Xiao looks down at his right hand, which is trembling uncontrollably from the force of Wu Zhixing's earlier block. He admits to himself that while he's made progress, he isn't yet at a level where he can comfortably defeat the school's top fighters. He stares intensely at his shaking palm, realizing that Wu Zhixing was likely holding back a significant portion of his strength. The encounter serves as a sobering reminder of the long road still ahead of him. To lighten the mood, Lin Xiao suggests they head to the cafeteria for some food. As they walk, Zhao Xia continues to press him about his incredible footwork, but he simply chuckles and tells her it's a very long story. Night falls over the academy, casting long shadows across the modern dormitory complex. A few windows remain lit, glowing like beacons in the otherwise dark and quiet campus. Inside his dorm room, Lin Xiao sits at a modest desk, engaged in a video call with his mother. She looks at him with deep concern, her voice soft as she mentions how worried she is about his persistent headache, illness and poor health. On the laptop screen, Lin Xiao's mother pleads with him not to force himself into the dangerous life of a hunter just for the money. She promises to find another way to pay for his sister's tuition, her expression one of maternal anxiety. Lin Xiao responds by flashing a bright smile and flexing his bicep to show off his improved physique. He excitedly tells her that his headaches are completely gone and that he's now able to cultivate at an incredible pace. His mother's brow furrows as she asks why he is still so fixated on such a hazardous career path. She explains that she doesn't care about prestige or power, she just wants her son to be safe. Lin Xiao's expression turns solemn yet determined as he promises to become the strongest hunter in the world. He mentions his desire to follow in his father's footsteps, his amber eyes reflecting his inner resolve. His mother cuts him off sharply, her voice firm as she tells him to stop talking about his father. The mention of the past clearly brings up painful memories for her. She reiterates that his safety is her only priority, regardless of how strong he might become. Lin Xiao looks away, his gaze falling to the floor as he quietly acknowledges her wishes. Ending the call, Lin Xiao tells his mother he needs to get ready for his late-night weapons class. She bids him a worried farewell, leaving him alone in the quiet of his room to prepare for the next stage of his training. In a dimly lit training hall, Lin Xiao joins a row of students practicing with heavy, black greatswords. An instructor's voice booms through the room, barking orders for them to fix their postures and maintain a steady center of gravity. In the middle of the university training hall, Instructor Miao Fei stands with a massive blade, scolding the class. He tells them they can't just swing with their arms and needs to start applying what they learned in Force Generation class. Miao Fei doesn't hold back, calling out specific students for their clumsy swings and terrible blade alignment. He warns them that at this rate, they wouldn't even be able to hit a mutant beast that's standing perfectly still. Lin Xiao is off to the side, sweating through his hoodie as he focuses on his own repetitive drills. He's putting every ounce of concentration into each heavy swing of his two-handed sword. His amber eyes glow with intensity as he brings the blade down in a powerful, glowing arc. Every motion feels deliberate, like he's trying to burn the technique into his muscle memory. As he trains, blue holographic windows flicker in his vision, tracking his progress. Each successful swing nets him another point of experience in his two-handed sword skill. Instructor Miao Fei walks over, actually looking impressed for once. He notes that Lin Xiao has improved quite a bit since they started, but he still has notes, pointing out that Lin Xiao's wrist is still a bit too stiff. He explains that locking the joint makes the blade steadier, but it also makes the whole strike too rigid and predictable. The instructor raises his own massive sword, telling Lin Xiao to watch closely as he demonstrates the proper way to handle the weight. With a single fluid motion, Miao Fei delivers a strike that creates a visible shockwave. He explains the trick is to relax during the swing and only tighten the wrist the split second before the strike connects. Lin Xiao watches the demonstration with intense focus, absorbing every detail of the instructor's form. He thanks the man and prepares to try it for himself. He takes a steady breath, resetting his stance as he prepares to put the advice into practice. He swings again, and this time, the system rewards him with a massive 6-point jump in experience. The movement feels more natural, and the blade cuts through the air with newfound speed. Miao Fei watches with a small, satisfied smile. It looks like he's finally found a prospect with real potential in this class of deadweights. He tells Lin Xiao to keep at it and not to slack off. Lin Xiao gives a quick confirmation and immediately gets back to his drills as the instructor walks away. Later, in a theory lecture, Teacher Wang is going over the various types of mutant beasts and how to counter them. He stresses that this knowledge is a matter of life and death for any aspiring hunter. While the teacher lectures, Lin Xiao is out cold at his desk, drooling a bit on his sleeve. Zhao Xia looks over with concern, trying to wake him up before he gets caught. The teacher's voice booms through the room, snapping Lin Xiao awake. He scrambles to his feet, trying to look like he was paying attention. Teacher Wang doesn't look amused and puts him on the spot, demanding he list the physical characteristics and threat level of a black-tusked boar. To everyone's shock, Lin Xiao rattles off the exact dimensions and weight of the beast with perfect accuracy. He describes its pitch-black tusks and giant claws like he's reading straight from a manual. He goes on to explain its steel-hard scales and the specific threat classifications. The class goes quiet as they realize the guy who was just sleeping knows more than any of them. The teacher presses him, asking about the beast's weaknesses and the proper way to hunt it. He's clearly testing the limits of Lin Xiao's knowledge. Lin Xiao points out that it has poor turning capabilities and vulnerable spots on its snout and abdomen. He even lays out a tactical plan: dodge the charge, disable its snout or flank, and wait for it to slow down. He finishes his explanation with total confidence, leaving the entire room in a stunned silence. It's a complete 180 from his usual, deadweight, reputation. The teacher asks if he studied ahead, and Lin Xiao just casually mentions that he memorized the entire Mutant Beast textbook the night before. No big deal. Zhao Xia stares at him, her eyes wide with disbelief. She can't believe her friend has been hiding this kind of dedication. The classroom erupts into whispers as students realize Lin Xiao has been secretly grinding while they all thought he was slacking off. They start calling him a tryhard. Wu Zhixing looks absolutely furious, glaring at Lin Xiao from the back of the room. He clearly doesn't like being upstaged by someone he considers beneath him. Teacher Wang tells everyone to sit down and focus. He reminds the class that the ranking tournament is only a few days away and they need to take their studies seriously. Class wraps up, and Lin Xiao packs his bag, looking calm and collected despite all the attention. He gives a quick nod as he finishes up his notes. Lin Xiao and Zhao Xia walk together down the busy school corridor, chatting as they head toward the exit. The atmosphere around Lin Xiao feels different now. Zhao Xia stops and tells him she has to head to her part-time job. They say their goodbyes, and Lin Xiao continues on his way. A man named Mr. Wu stops Lin Xiao in the hall, telling him he has a moment to talk about the upcoming tournament. Lin Xiao asks if something is wrong, and Mr. Wu explains that he specifically wanted to discuss the scholarships associated with the ranking tournament. The mention of a scholarship instantly perks Lin Xiao up. He thinks about how much that money could help with his little sister's tuition. Mr. Wu confirms that anyone in the top 10 will receive financial aid provided by the university. It's a huge opportunity for any student. Lin Xiao doesn't hesitate to ask about the first-place prize. Mr. Wu adjusts his glasses and tells him it's a massive 150,000 credits, though it'll be incredibly hard to win. Lin Xiao clenches his fists, looking more determined than ever. That 150,000 would solve all his family's financial problems in one go. Mr. Wu acknowledges his progress but warns him not to bite off more than he can chew. He reminds him that Wu Zhixing is among the top 10 and is an incredibly strong fighter. Lin Xiao flashes a confident smile, promising the teacher that he'll train twice as hard in the coming days and definitely won't let him down. As he walks away, he thinks to himself that for the sake of the scholarship, Wu Zhixing is just going to have to take the loss. He's already set his sights on that first-place spot. Back in the gym, Lin Xiao is already at it again, his strikes leaving glowing trails of light as he tears into a training dummy. His focus is absolute. He's switched to one-handed sword training now, racking up more experience points as he hones his agility and precision. He isn't going to stop until he's ready for the tournament. Lin Xiao takes a moment to check his progress, and the holographic screen doesn't disappoint. His constitution has spiked to 15 and his spirit to 14, with his combat techniques and sword skills all hitting level 1. He's definitely not the same guy who was failing classes yesterday. While he's catching his breath, a voice from the shadows catches him off guard. A mysterious student watches him train, commenting that while his force generation is decent, he hasn't even come close to pushing it to the limit yet. Out steps a composed-looking guy with a blonde ponytail and a sharp blue and white technical jacket. This is Zhuang Jianyu, and after complimenting Lin Xiao's agile footwork, he offers a direct challenge to spar. Lin Xiao sizes him up, asking why he's so confident in his skills. Zhuang Jianyu doesn't blink, claiming that there isn't a single student in the entire school who can beat him when it comes to swordplay. A challenge like that is too good to pass up. Lin Xiao's eyes narrow as he accepts, telling the stranger he doesn't buy the hype and wants to see that master-level swordplay for himself. They don't waste any time. The two of them blur across the floor, their movements so fast that they leave afterimages as they close the distance in an instant. The sound of clashing steel echoes through the hall as their blades meet at high speed. It's a dance of precision and power, with neither side giving an inch as they trade blows. Sparks fly every time their swords connect. The intensity of the spar is creating a visible pressure wave around them, showing just how much force they're putting into every single strike. Up on the balcony, other students start to gather, drawn by the commotion. They're mesmerized by the level of skill on display, wondering when they'll ever be able to reach that kind of mastery with a one-handed sword. The crowd starts buzzing when they recognize one of the fighters. It turns out Zhuang Jianyu is a legend, the top student of Year 3 Class A with straight A's in every single subject, from combat technique to psionic refinement. Lin Xiao is feeling the pressure, sweat dripping from his chin as he focuses on his opponent's next move. He can't believe he's actually keeping up with a top-tier elite like this. Zhuang Jianyu remains unervingly calm, his blade cutting through the air with effortless grace. He's putting Lin Xiao's new skills to the ultimate test, pushing him to react faster than he ever has before. Lin Xiao's amber eyes are sharp, tracking every flicker of Zhuang Jianyu's sword. He's pushing his body to the absolute limit, refusing to back down even as the pace of the fight accelerates. He grits his teeth, his determination only growing the longer the spar lasts. This is exactly the kind of guidance he needed to see where he truly stands. Zhuang Jianyu executes a complex series of strikes, his form perfect and disciplined. He's clearly not holding back anymore, fully acknowledging Lin Xiao as a worthy opponent. A slight smile plays on Lin Xiao's lips as he feels his psionic power surging. The thrill of the battle is starting to override his exhaustion, and his eyes glow with a fierce, golden light. Eventually, the spar comes to an end. Lin Xiao lowers his sword and admits that he lost, though he looks more energized than disappointed by the outcome. Zhuang Jianyu shakes his head, telling him that isn't quite true. In his eyes, their actual swordplay was almost perfectly evenly matched, which is a massive compliment coming from an elite like him. The elite student formally introduces himself as being from Year 3 Class A and asks for Lin Xiao's name, curious about this talented newcomer he's never seen around before. Lin Xiao offers a traditional martial arts salute, introducing himself and thanking the senior for the sparring session. It's a moment of mutual respect between two high-level fighters. Zhuang Jianyu smiles, telling Lin Xiao he won't forget his name. He leaves him with one final thought: he's looking forward to seeing him again in the university tournament. Class is in session at Luzhou Martial Arts University, and today Teacher Wu is diving into the heavy stuff, might weaponization. Lin Xiao and Zhao Xia are right in the thick of it, and Xia's already hyped about learning something that sounds so cool. The other students are buzzing too, hearing that this class is the real deal, even if it's notoriously difficult. Teacher Wu makes it clear, this isn't just a hobby, mastering this technique is what truly determines your future career. Whether you're heading for the military or the Hunter Association, this is what separates the elites from the rest. He boils it all down to two key things: might control and mental strength. That hits Lin Xiao like a ton of bricks. He never realized refinement could actually boost his mental power. The instructor tells everyone to shut their eyes tight and focus on drawing that energy into their bodies. Lin Xiao gets to work, and his system starts popping off with experience points as a blue aura flares up around him. Right next to him, Xia is struggling just to focus, looking completely overwhelmed by the difficulty. She leans over to whisper, worried that she might not be cut out for might weaponization after all. Teacher Wu paces behind them, warning everyone to take it slow and not try to force too much energy at once. But Lin Xiao is already way ahead of the curve. The teacher stops in his tracks, completely shocked that he didn't even notice Lin Xiao managed to pull it off. Lin Xiao plays it cool, acting like he only just figured out how to do it. Teacher Wu isn't letting this go, though, and tells the boy to follow him for a moment. As they walk, he explains that the academy will be selecting top students for a special weaponization class. He asks if Lin Xiao wants in, admitting that he thinks the kid actually has a real shot. They head into a private room where a single crystal ball sits on a pedestal in the center. This is the tool for the elite exam. Wu tells him to put his hand on it and try to manipulate the energy. Lin Xiao looks at the ball, wondering if he can really control someone else's might. He reaches out, his eyes flashing with a golden glow as he focuses his will. The energy responds immediately, flowing around the glass with perfect fluidity. Teacher Wu watches with a satisfied smile, giving him an immediate pass. He tells Lin Xiao he's a promising seed and gives him a new goal, wrapping his might around objects from a distance. Lin Xiao just scratches his head and gives a humble nod, accepting the challenge. 3 days flash by, and the campus is packed for the big chief selection match. The crowd is buzzing with gossip about which top students are itching for a beating this time around. Sia's friend asks if she's worried about Lin Xiao's challenge, but Sia knows he's a completely different person now. The announcer wraps up the opening speech and calls last year's champion to the stage. Wu Zhixing walks out like he owns the place, looking down on everyone with total confidence. He doesn't hold back, taunting the entire arena and calling his classmates a bunch of cowards. He stands alone in the center of the ring, waiting for someone to actually step up. Way back in the crowd, Lin Xiao watches the display with a quiet, intense focus. Wu gives the audience a big thumbs down, really leaning into his role as the arrogant top dog. Finally, a challenger breaks the silence, and the crowd recognizes her as Fang Yamo. Fang Yamo steps onto the stage, her expression sharp and determined to win. Sia is right there on the sidelines, cheering her on at the top of her lungs. Wu Zhixing is actually surprised, thinking she'd just play it safe and hide away this time. But she's got a plan. She figures if the chief changes hands later, she might lose her chance to challenge him. Wu just scoffs, finding her logic completely idiotic. Without another word, she lunges forward, and the battle for the chief position is officially on. Fang Wen kicks off the duel with a high strike, but Wu Zhixing just leans back, looking completely bored. He goes straight for the trash talk, calling her a weakling for only knowing the basics of might weaponization. He swings back with a punch, forcing her to stay on her toes as they trade blows in the center of the ring. The crowd is actually pretty impressed she's lasting this long, but it's clear who's in control. Lin Xiao watches from the stands, noting that while her footwork is better, Wu is obviously still holding back. He's got a good eye for detail now, seeing how much more fluid she's become compared to their last encounter. In the arena, Wu is getting visibly annoyed that she's actually trying to put up a fight. Zhao Xia asks if there's any chance for an upset, but Lin Xiao shuts it down. The gap between them is just too wide. Right on cue, Wu Zhixing catches her midair with a brutal counterkick. He's got that look in his eyes that says he's done playing games with her. Fang Wen realizes she's in trouble the second her momentum gets cut off. Wu blasts her back with a powerful strike, sending a shockwave that practically rattles the whole stadium. She hits the ground hard, the fight knocked right out of her in a single move. The whole place goes quiet for a second before someone shouts out her name in shock. Zhao Xia and others rush in to help her up as she admits she never really stood a chance against him. Wu Zhixing just stands there rubbing his wrists, acting like she was nothing more than a quick warm-up. The other students are whispering now, terrified because he's clearly on a whole different level this year. Then Wu turns his attention back to the crowd, pointing out exactly who he wants next. Everyone turns to look at the guy standing in the back who's been watching the whole time. Lin Xiao starts walking down to the arena, and the people around him can't believe he's actually stepping up. Wu Zhixing looks like he's ready to kill. Apparently, he's been holding a grudge against Lin for ages. They face off in the center of the ring, and Wu starts mocking him for not running away like he expected. Lin asks why he's so obsessed with targeting him, but Wu just gives him a dark smirk. It turns out he can't stand the fact that the guy he calls a deadweight used to be ranked higher than him. He lunges forward with everything he's got, determined to prove he's the top dog once and for all. Lin Xiao just stands his ground, not even flinching as the punch comes screaming toward his face. With a single smooth step, he slips the attack like it's in slow motion. Then he lets loose a roundhouse kick of his own, flaring with that intense blue energy. Wu Zhixing doesn't even have time to register what's happening before the impact hits him like a truck. A massive explosion of dust and debris covers the stage as Wu is sent tumbling through the air. Zhao Xia and the others are completely speechless. They knew he was stronger, but this is insane. As the smoke clears, Lin Xiao stands there perfectly calm, asking if he needs a moment to rest. Wu Zhixing gets back up, absolutely livid, and finally decides to stop holding back. He activates his might weaponization, promising that Lin is going to regret making him use this power. He comes at Lin Xiao with a barrage of strikes, moving so fast he's almost a blur on the stage. The protagonist just weaves through the chaos, even taking a second to compliment the guy's valor armament. But he's seen enough. he tells Wu that this is where the duel actually ends. Before Wu Zhixing can even react, Lin Xiao moves in close and lands a clean strike. Another heavy hit sends the former chief sliding halfway across the arena floor. Wu is gasping for air, unable to believe Lin Xiao broke through his defense without even using weaponization. Lin Xiao just looks down at him with those golden eyes, telling him he isn't even worthy of seeing his real power yet. That's the final straw for Wu Zhixing, who charges in one last time, completely blinded by his own rage. Wu Zhixing lunges one last time, completely blinded by his own rage. Lin Xiao meets him head-on, their power clashing in a spectacular burst of blue and orange energy. The impact sends a shockwave through the entire arena, knocking back anyone too close to the blast. Fong Wen watches from the sidelines, her mouth agape. She can't believe he's dominating the fight without even using weaponization. Lin Xiao steps back, noticing a small scrape on his arm and realizing he let his guard down for a split second. Wu Zhixing screams in frustration, demanding that Lin stop looking down on him and give him everything he's got. Lin Xiao obliges, and suddenly the air around him begins to crackle with an intense, radiant blue light. Wu Zhixing freezes, his own aura feeling like a flickering candle compared to the power radiating from his opponent. The students in the stands are starting to panic. The atmosphere has become so heavy they can barely even breathe. Lin Xiao stands at the center of the storm, his eyes glowing as he calmly asks if his rival is ready for what comes next. Wu Zhixing tries to put on a brave face, but his trembling voice betrays the absolute terror he's feeling. In a flash, Lin Xiao closes the distance, his speed far exceeding anything the crowd has seen today. Wu Zhixing can only watch with wide eyes as the kick of a lifetime comes screaming toward his head. The power behind the strike is enough to shatter the very air, focused entirely on a single, devastating point. Teacher Wu sees what's coming and realizes that if that kick connects, the school is going to have one less student. Lin Xiao swings with incredible force, his movement creating a massive spiral of blue energy. An explosion rocks the entire university, sending a plume of smoke and debris high into the sky. Students from other parts of the campus stop in their tracks, wondering if a cannon just went off at the training grounds. As the dust begins to settle, Lin Xiao stands perfectly still at the edge of the destruction. He's standing over a massive crater, looking down at the man who was just threatening his life. Teacher Wu rushes in, reminding a shell-shocked Wu Zhixing that he's lucky Lin Xiao decided to hold back at the last second. Realizing he was completely outclassed, the red-haired fighter finally bows his head and admits defeat. The arena falls into a stunned silence as everyone tries to process the level of power they just witnessed. Teacher Wu officially names Lin Xiao the new chief, but warns the class to keep this a secret from the other classes. The crowd erupts into cheers, absolutely hyped by the performance they just got to see for free. Lin Xiao, however, looks like he's seen a ghost. He's terrified the school is going to make him pay for the crater he just made. The scene shifts to a formal meeting room, where the university's top brass are gathered to discuss recent events. Ling Sen, the third-year dean of students, demands an explanation from Teacher Wu regarding the destroyed arena. Teacher Wu stands tall, deciding that he can't reveal the full extent of Lin Xiao's true strength just yet. The dean isn't impressed, telling him that even for disciplinary tactics, the level of destruction was way over the top. He tells the teacher that such behavior can't be encouraged, and that he'll be the one footing the bill for the repairs. Moving on to business, the dean reminds everyone that the class competition is only 2 days away. He brings up a digital screen showing the available events for the upcoming arena phase of the tournament. Without wasting any more time on the rules, he decides it's time to draw lots to see who will be facing who. The air fills with flying slips of paper as the teacher's fate for the next month is decided in an instant. Teacher Wu catches his lot, looking down at the name of the challenge he'll have to lead his students through. It's the Alpha Wolf Hunt, a difficult event that leaves him wondering if his class is in for a stroke of luck or a disaster. He looks over when he hears a familiar, teasing voice calling out his name from across the table. It's Li Jingru, the homeroom teacher for Class F, who's showing off her own matching lot with a playful smirk. Teacher Wu tries to act professional, but she's already leaning in, reminding him that the students represent their teacher's honor. She gives him a provocative look, asking if the reason he's so tense is because he's already afraid of losing to her. He stares back with a grim determination, promising that this time, his class won't be the ones walking away in defeat. Back in the classroom, Teacher Wu begins laying out the details of the upcoming match against Class F. He explains that the Alpha Wolf Hunt is a points-based competition where the class will be divided into lone wolves and wolf packs. The scoring is clear, taking down a standard pack member is worth 2 points, while defeating a lone wolf nets 5. To secure a total victory, a class must be the first to reach 90 points, with the opposing chief's defeat worth a massive 50-point bonus. He adjusts his glasses and sternly warns the students that while the combat will be intense, lethal force is strictly forbidden. As the lecture continues, Lin Xiao pulls up his status window, pleased to see his stats rising thanks to his secret training regimen. Teacher Wu singles out Lin Xiao, telling him he has some bad news regarding the damage to the training arena. He informs the young fighter that the school's insurance won't cover the destruction from his duel with Wu Zhixing. Lin Xiao is horrified, realizing he might have to pay for the repairs out of his own shallow pockets. However, Teacher Wu mentions that the dean is willing to be lenient depending on Lin Xiao's performance in the upcoming tournament. He gives Lin a knowing look, making it clear that winning the competition is the only way to avoid the massive repair bill. Fired up by the threat to his wallet, Lin Xiao stands up and rallies his classmates with a roar of determination. The rest of Class C joins in, their spirits lifted by their new chief's sudden burst of competitive energy. But Teacher Wu quickly dampens the mood, revealing that this year's Alpha Wolf Hunt has a dangerous new twist. The students' excitement turns to dread as they learn that a real, bloodthirsty Azure Wolf has been released into the hunting grounds. He shows them a new scoring chart. Because of the wild beast, the points for defeating the enemy chief have been drastically reduced. Now, the true prize is the wolf itself. The class that manages to slay the monster will be awarded the 50-point jackpot. He warns them that the Azure Wolf is a nocturnal predator, meaning they need to work fast during the daylight hours. He emphasizes that individual strength won't be enough. They'll need to form groups at night just to survive the creature's assault. With the rules established, he calls for the selection of the 4 other students who will join Lin Xiao as lone wolves. 2 days later, the class arrives at the base of the school's back mountain, the official site for the Alpha Wolf Hunt. Lin Xiao steps up to the entrance, the weight of the upcoming trial finally starting to settle on his shoulders. A school staff member greets him at the gate, presenting him with a specialized point tracking watch for the event. She explains that the device will automatically update his score after every victory and alert him if he's been disqualified. The instructor hands Lin Xiao a special watch. Since he's the new chief of Class C, this thing automatically tracks and pools all his teammates' points so he can stay on top of the battle. They've set up multiple service stations all over the mountain. It's basically a rest stop stocked with food, water, and medical supplies. These areas are strictly neutral zones where attacking is prohibited. But you can't just hide there forever. Staying longer than 10 minutes gets you an automatic disqualification. Lin Xiao checks the time. It's exactly 9 a.m., and the Alpha Wolf Hunt is officially on. The digital display hits the mark. With the signal given, everyone charges into the forest. Back at the facility, the faculty is glued to the monitors. Teacher Li Jingru, the Class F instructor, stops by to offer Teacher Wu some black tea. She catches the start of the action and notes that the pack wolf squads are already engaging. Deep in the woods, students from both classes start their initial maneuvers. Li Jufan, Class F 7th ranked student, orders his squad to focus on defense until he's free to back them up. He suddenly stops in his tracks when he notices shadows moving in the dense brush. He's been spotted. Chen Feifei from Class C steps out with her group, looking completely ready for a fight. Jufeng recognizes her immediately. She's the leader of this particular pack. He doesn't wait for her to move and lunges forward, claiming he's the one she's looking for. But Chen Feifei is way ahead of him. She slides right under his punch while another squad member moves in from the side. The guy is completely caught off guard. Fong Wen, the 3rd-ranked student in Class C, delivers a lightning-fast high kick. It connects with zero restraint, right to his jaw. Jufeng is sent flying back, hitting the dirt and knocking him out of the match. Fong Wen adjusts her mask, looking down at the defeated opponent with a cold stare. Chen Feifei keeps the pressure on, telling Zhao Xia to hurry up and finish the rest. Zhao Xia doesn't hesitate and dives straight into the fray. She lands a heavy punch on another Class F member, dropping him instantly. The guys from Class F are starting to panic. They didn't expect an all-girl squad to be this brutal. They're horrified that Class C put all their top 10 girls into one group. It's not even a competition anymore, it's a one-sided slaughter. Back in the control room, Teacher Wu is casually enjoying a cookie. Class C is already dominating with 28 points to Class F's 8. Wu seems more interested in the snacks than the scoreboard. Teacher Li is getting frustrated. She asks why he'd put a powerhouse like Fong Wen in a pack instead of letting her hunt alone. Wu just says it's all within the rules. She mocks him, saying he's wasted his heavy hitters and now only has Wu Zhixing left as a real threat. She's convinced that when the bloodthirsty wolf appears, only her Class F lone wolves will be able to take it down. Meanwhile, one of Class C's lower-ranked students, Guo Shuahai, is hiding behind a tree, trembling and hoping to stay unnoticed. His luck runs out fast, a sudden blast of energy sends him flying. Lu Yuqian, Class F's top student, stands over him. She's bored and wants to find someone actually worth her time, like Wu Zhixing. Teacher Li cheers as Class F starts clawing back some points. The score gap is starting to close. Teacher Wu remains completely calm, telling her he'll just wait and see how the hunt evolves. Lin Xiao is still on the move, jogging through a quiet part of the forest. He checks his watch and sees the total reach 34 points. His classmates are putting in some serious work. He's actually starting to get annoyed, he hasn't run into a single opponent since the hunt started. In another part of the woods, the Class F elites have gathered. Bai Chen, their 4th-ranked student, asks Lu Yuqian if she needs any help dealing with Wu Zhixing. Zhao Shanjun, the 2nd-ranked student, worries about the possibility of getting ganged up on, but Chuan Wu is completely dismissive. He thinks Class C's lone wolves are a joke and that their top student is the only one who might be a problem. Chuan Wu, the 5th-ranked student in Class F, is feeling pretty good about himself. He mentions taking out a deadweight from Class C earlier, proving how easy this hunt has been so far. He mentions another student named Dong Li who managed to slip away from him. He mocks the idea of a weak student even being designated as a lone wolf. A girl with purple hair and a stern look tells the group not to worry about her. She wants them to head out and help their classmates deal with the pack wolf squads. The scene shifts back to one of the neutral service areas, nestled in the mountains under a bright, clear sky. Lin Xiao is inside, casually sipping on a drink. He's taking full advantage of the break to quench his thirst before heading back out. Suddenly, someone calls out to him, startling him so much he almost chokes on his water. It's Dong Li, another student from Class C. She's a mess, crying and trembling as she recognizes him. Lin Xiao coughs, trying to clear his throat. He asks her if she's been hiding out in the service area this whole time. She admits that she didn't dare take the main roads, so she's been jumping from one service area to the next, hiding for the full 10 minutes each time. Lin Xiao feels for her, realizing how hard it must have been. He offers to let her travel with him so she doesn't have to be alone anymore. He thinks to himself that since the others are occupied, he's the only one left to look after her. Over in the control room, the teachers watch as the scores hit 40-26. Teacher Li taunts Wu, saying Class C is about to have a very miserable time now that her lone wolves are moving in. She points out that 2 little fools from his class are about to walk right into a trap. Back in the woods, Dong Li is telling Lin Xiao how she saw a Class F student and jumped off a cliff to escape. Lin Xiao is impressed by her sheer luck. He jokes that she has the luck of a koi fish to walk away from that without a scratch. Their conversation is cut short when a student from Class F steps out from behind the trees. He tells them they won't be escaping a second time. Bai Chen gives them a polite but menacing smile, asking them to surrender nicely so nobody has to get hurt. He politely flips the script, asking for their points so they won't have to get hurt. Behind him, Dong Li has found her confidence again and makes her feelings perfectly clear with a middle finger. Chap 8, Lin Xiao stands in the middle of a forest, joined by a pink-haired classmate. A student in a sharp blue suit approaches them, acting like they've got nowhere left to run. The blue-haired student puts on a polite front, suggesting they just surrender now so no one has to get hurt. Lin Xiao isn't impressed. He flips the script, telling the guy he'll spare him if he hands over all his points instead. The student loses his cool and lunges forward, convinced that these two are just idiots looking for a beating. His punch connects, but it hits with a flash of light as if he just struck a solid wall. The guy's face completely freezes. He didn't expect to be stopped dead in his tracks. Lin Xiao has caught the student's fist with one hand, looking bored while his golden eyes glow. With a casual kick, Lin sends the arrogant kid flying backward across the clearing. The student slams hard into a cliff face, knocked out instantly by the impact. Lin Xiao checks his device, 5 points added. A quick and easy win. In a control center elsewhere, Ms. Monitor stares at the screens in disbelief. She asks about the student's rank. Mr. Wu checks the data, noting that Lin Xiao was only ranked 38th last semester. No one expected this. Deep in the woods, another confrontation is brewing, marked by a warning sign on the monitors. Wu Zhixing, a high-ranked student from Class C, finds himself facing off against a magenta-haired girl. He's annoyed she found him this early. He snaps at her, clearly not in the mood for games. Wu Zhixing charges, swearing he'll beat her until she's begging for mercy. But the girl, Lin Xiao, is too fast. She ducks under his heavy punch without breaking a sweat. She counters with a high kick to his jaw, mocking him for being way too slow. Wu Zhixing recovers and gets even angrier, his body glowing with a red psionic aura. Lin Xiao acknowledges his power but tells him this is where his luck runs out. She lunges forward, her eyes locked on her target. She unleashes a massive barrage of shockwave punches that Wu Zhixing can barely track. A heavy blast connects, sending a massive shock through his body. Wu Zhixing is hurt, blood on his face, but he's still grinning like he's enjoying the pain. Lin Xiao isn't done. She charges up a final, massive concentration of energy. A huge explosion of blue light rocks the forest floor. Smoke billows from the impact site, visible even from high above. The dust clears to show Wu Zhixing lying unconscious at the bottom of a crater he just made. Lin Xiao just stands over him. Back at the control room, Ms. Monitor is having a blast. she rubs it in that Mr. Wu's top student was just taken down. She starts making ridiculous bets, joking about having him cook for her in nothing but an apron. Mr. Wu tells her to cool it. The match isn't officially over yet. She doesn't care, as far as she's concerned, his class has no hope of a comeback. As the sun sets, Lin Xiao and the pink-haired girl reach the mountain peak. It's the first time they've ever made it here on their own. Ms. Monitor sees them on the screen. She assumes they're just more free points for the Class F elite. Nearby, they watch as Wu Zhixing is hauled away on a stretcher by medical staff. The girl with Lin Xiao is stunned to see the fighter responsible, recognizing her as a top-ranked student from Class F. Lin Xiao looks them over, casually telling them to just hand over their points and avoid a beating. Lin Xiao just smiles. He tells her she's mistaken, he's the real top seed around here. His classmate backs him up, bragging about how he crushed the last guy and even left a crater in the ground. Lin Xiao tells her to be quiet about the details, clearly not wanting the extra attention. More students from Lin Xiaoyu's team show up. They're ready to help their leader clean house. Lin Xiaoyu points directly at Lin Xiao, making it clear she's the one who will deal with him. Lin Xiaoyu lunges at Lin Xiao, mocking Class C as a bunch of weaklings who don't stand a chance. Lin Xiao stands his ground, a calm and steady look on his face as blue energy begins to radiate from his body. In the blink of an eye, Lin Xiao vanished before Lin Xiaoyu's fist could land, completely catching her off guard. Lin Xiaoyu could only stand there, her jaw dropping in utter shock. He gets right in her face, telling her that even her top speed is still way too slow for him to worry about. A powerful strike connects, sending a massive shockwave through the air as Lin Xiaoyu is blown away. She crashes into the ground, kicking up a massive cloud of dust while her teammates call out in a panic. The other students are speechless, unable to comprehend how someone from Class C could possess this kind of power. Lin Xiaoyu struggles to her feet, spitting blood as she realizes they're out of time and can't beat him one-on-one. She shouts for everyone to drop the pride and attack together, desperate to take down the Class C top seat before the clock runs out. The entire group lets out a battle cry and charges at Lin Xiao all at once. Lin Xiao just gives a confident smirk. This is exactly what he wanted. He's more than ready to take them all on. A student from the group throws a punch, but Lin Xiao doesn't even flinch. He grabs the guy mid-strike and uses his own momentum to toss him aside like a ragdoll. Lin Xiao follows up by slamming another student into the dirt, showing zero mercy as he dominates the clearing. The force of his movements creates explosions of dust and debris, clearing a path through his opponents. A girl tries a flying kick from behind, but Lin Xiao's instincts are too sharp. He doesn't even have to look at her to react. He lands a heavy blow that sends her spiraling away, coughing up blood as she crashes into the trees. Back in the control room, Ms. Monitor is in shock, demanding to know where this kid came from. The teachers watch the carnage unfold on the screens, completely baffled by Lin Xiao's performance. Mr. Wu calmly sips his tea and drops a bombshell. Lin Xiao is actually the top seed of Class C, and he's just getting started. Suddenly, the sky turns a deep, ominous red, casting a strange glow over the entire training ground. Lin Xiaoyu looks up, a cold sweat breaking out as a terrifying, murderous aura fills the air. Something is very wrong. She screams for everyone to stop fighting immediately. The rivalry doesn't matter anymore, they need to leave, now. Terrified, the students scramble into the woods as the red moon looms large in the sky. They know they can't outrun what's coming. High above on a cliff, a massive silhouette appears, letting out a bone-chilling howl that echoes through the mountain. Lin Xiao watches as the monster makes its entrance. He finally understands why the other students were so quick to bolt. The students continue their frantic retreat through the trees, praying they can reach safety before the beast catches them. Lin Xiaoyu looks back, realizing that even if Lin Xiao is strong, there's no way he can survive a direwolf alone. She quickly assesses the score, knowing that if they can keep Class C from hitting 90 points, they can still escape with a tie. She orders her team to head to the mountainside to intercept any reinforcements trying to help Lin Xiao. Strategy is their only hope now. In the monitoring room, the teachers watch in horror. The bloodthirsty direwolf has appeared, and the situation has turned deadly. Ms. Monitor is certain that Lin Xiao is a dead man. She's already writing off Class C as losers in this scenario, but Mr. Wu isn't ready to give up. He warns her not to speak too soon because in this world, anything can still happen. The teachers don't just watch, they leap into action, literally jumping from the control center to save the students. Lin Xiaoyu and her team stand their ground as a massive dust cloud erupts nearby. The backup they expected isn't coming. Suddenly, she's sent flying by a massive shockwave. The direwolf is moving with terrifying speed. Debris and smoke fill the air as the beast lands right in the middle of the group. No one is safe. The wolf towers over them, its presence alone enough to paralyze even the toughest students with fear. It's the bloodthirsty dire wolf, recognizable by the giant X-shaped scar carved across its forehead. It's a monster meant for hunters, not students. The creature stands over its prey, a low growl rumbling in its chest. Even the school's top seats are helpless against it. Ms. Monitor's eyes narrow as she realizes the severity of the situation. The wolf's eyes have turned a murderous, glowing red. She and Mr. Wu race through the trees, realizing they forgot it was a full moon tonight. The dire wolf has gone completely berserk. The bloodthirsty dire wolf lunges at the students, its massive claws tearing through the ground as they scramble to get out of its way. Fong Wen is caught in the path of the beast's charge, the monster's roar echoing through the clearing. Just as the beast is about to strike, Mr. Wu appears out of nowhere, delivering a powerful kick right to the wolf's snout. Ms. Monitor stands ready by his side, shielding the students and telling them not to fear now that their teachers have arrived. Mr. Wu continues his assault, his movements so fast and precise that the students can barely follow the fight. The force of the teacher's strength is enough to send the massive dire wolf skidding back across the terrain. The beast doesn't stick around for a second round, turning and heading straight for the mountain summit, where Lin Xiao is currently alone. Ms. Monitor is ready to give chase, but Mr. Wu stops her, insisting that the safety of the injured students must come first. She hesitates, deeply concerned that Lin Xiao won't be able to handle a berserk monster like that on his own. Deep in the forest, Lin Xiao stands waiting, his expression calm as he senses the massive creature approaching his position. He gives a small, determined smile as the dire wolf breaks through the brush, having finally found his target. The bloodthirsty dire wolf towers over the young student, its eyes glowing with a mindless, predatory rage. Lin Xiao doesn't back down, instead gathering his energy into a concentrated blue aura that shimmers around him. He finds it interesting that the beast has actually gone berserk, seeing it as the perfect opportunity to test his limits. A system notification flashes before his eyes, hunter mode activated. His strength and focus surge to new heights. He triggers bullet time, and suddenly the world slows to a crawl, making the massive wolf's movements look like a turtle's. Lin Xiao launches himself into the air, delivering a devastating kick that sends the dire wolf crashing into the rocks. He's already behind the beast before it can even recover, mocking its speed as he prepares his next move. Lin Xiao unleashes a flurry of strikes, his fists and feet becoming a blur of blue energy that pummels the creature from every angle. He leaps high above the wolf, framed by the ominous red moon, declaring that it's time to end this once and for all. With a look of pure intensity, Lin Xiao brings his full power to bear in one final, explosive downward strike. A massive shockwave erupts from the impact point, shattering the ground and sending a pillar of light into the sky. As the smoke begins to clear, Lin Xiao lands gracefully, the forest floor beneath him completely decimated. He looks around in surprise, noticing that the beast somehow managed to survive and limp away into the darkness. Lin Xiao checks his wrist device, satisfied to see that Class C has already reached a score of 95 points. He turns his back on the battlefield, knowing that the match is over and his team has secured their victory. Dong Li is overjoyed, cheering at the top of her lungs for her classmate and celebrating his incredible display of power. Back in the control center, the teachers look at the final scoreboard. Class C has crushed Class F with a final tally of 105 to 31. Ms. Monitor can't help but be impressed, admitting that Lin Xiao's potential makes him prime Esper material. Mr. Wu confirms her suspicions, noting that he's a natural-born Esper whose true awakening is just a matter of time. Ms. Monitor tries to play it cool, teasing Mr. Wu for simply getting lucky and having such a talented student in his class. She reflects on the strategy they used, having Fong Wen wear a mask earlier to keep the other classes on their toes. Later that night, the students gather for a celebratory meal, still buzzing with excitement about Lin Xiao taking on the wolf solo. They talk about their own encounter with the beast, admitting they wouldn't have survived without their teacher's intervention. A blonde girl named Xiao Xia takes all the credit, claiming she kept everyone safe while her friends handled the front lines. The atmosphere is lighthearted as the group enjoys their barbecue, with everyone eager to head out for some shopping over the weekend. Lin Xiao sits a bit apart from the group, checking his system interface while thinking about his responsibilities back home. He's surprised to learn that there are actually tangible rewards and stat boosts for defeating high-level alien beasts. His status screen displays his current attributes, showing significant progress in his strength and psionic skills. A notification confirms that his victory over the dire wolf has increased both his vitality and spirit stats by 1 point each. Fong Wen approaches him, her long ponytail swaying as she asks him if he has any special plans for the upcoming weekend. She gives him a friendly, expectant look, inviting him to check out the frenzied combat dojo in the city with her. Lin Xiao and Fong Wen arrive at a towering building adorned with massive posters of martial artists, the frenzied combat dojo. The dojo is a melting pot of aspiring warriors, military students, and even professional hunters looking to hone their skills. Fong Wen explains that beyond the training, the arenas offer a way to earn serious money for those who can consistently win matches. She mentions earning over 10,000 bucks in the last month alone, piquing Lin Xiao's interest in the possibilities. Lin Xiao is eager to get started, bowing slightly as he asks Fang Wen to show him the ropes and help broaden his horizons. They head to the reception desk, where Fang Wen requests arena access for her classmate. The receptionist processes Lin Xiao's information, noting his status as a junior at Luzhou Military Martial University. She explains the ranking system, placing Lin Xiao in sequence 5, which corresponds to the trainee warrior rank. With everything set up, the receptionist hands over the access cards, granting them entry to the spectator and arena areas. She warns Lin Xiao that he is strictly limited to his assigned sequences and cannot enter higher-level arenas yet. After changing into their training gear, Lin Xiao compliments Fang Wen on her look, but she tells him to focus on the competition ahead. They walk toward the Sequence 5 arena hall, with Fang Wen explaining how fighters can occasionally challenge one level up. The system is designed to prevent veterans from entering lower-tier arenas and easily defeating weaker opponents. Lin Xiao quickly grasps the concept, realizing it ensures fair matchups and maintains the integrity of the competitions. Fang Wen decides to head to a higher-tier room, leaving Lin Xiao to find a suitable starting point in the Sequence 5 hall. Inside Arena Room 8, the atmosphere is electric as a fighter named Zhang Meng dominates his opponent to the cheers of the crowd. Lin Xiao observes from the sidelines, his presence as a newcomer drawing a curious look from one of the dojo staff. In the ring, the fight ends brutally with a heavy punch that leaves Zhang Meng's opponent dazed and defeated. Zhang Meng stands victorious, his powerful physique on full display as the announcer declares him the winner of the match. The medical team attends to the loser while the arena announcer asks Zhang Meng if he wishes to continue defending his position. Zhang Meng confidently declares that a real man never quits halfway, choosing to stay in the ring and face the next challenger. The crowd whispers in awe of his fierce reputation, with many believing he's on the verge of being promoted to Sequence 4. In the back of the room, a hand slowly rises, signaling a new challenger is ready to step onto the mat. Lin Xiao steps forward, his calm demeanor contrasting with the aggressive environment as he decides to give the challenge a try. The announcer calls for contestant number 43, Lin Xiao, to step into the ring and challenge Zhang Meng. On paper, this is a slaughter. Zhang Meng is a pro soldier with over 80 wins, while Lin Xiao is just a university junior with a total of 0 matches. The crowd isn't expecting much. To them, the newcomer is just too green to stand a chance against a seasoned vet. Meng makes it clear he's not holding back just because Lin is a junior. Lin just tells him he's not planning to go easy either. The pro soldier invites him to make the first move, wanting to see what the kid is actually made of. Lin launches a high kick right out of the gate. Meng barely manages to get his arms up in time, looking caught off guard by the speed. He realizes the kid is way faster than he looked. Lin follows up with a series of strikes that forces his opponent onto the defensive. The crowd is starting to realize they might have misjudged this junior. Meng manages to steady himself and decides to take things seriously, activating his psionic armament. The two clash in a blur of strikes, but Lin thinks the guy's speed is way too slow and full of openings. He decides to just dodge for a while instead of ending it instantly. He figures he'll let the guy save a little face before the knockout. Meng gets heated, demanding to know why Lin is only defending instead of attacking. Lin notices the soldier is starting to tire out, so he leaps into the air to end it with a flying kick. And just like that, the fight is over. Lin Xiao is declared the winner as his opponent lies flat on the canvas. The arena erupts for the new rising star. People can't believe a college junior just took down a pro soldier that easily. When asked if he wants to step down, Lin says he's staying put to defend the ring. He's here to make money, and the more matches he wins, the better. That's when a bald man starts mocking Meng for getting taken out by a brat. Chai Xinghao steps into the light, looking like he's built out of solid granite. The announcer's voice trembles as she introduces the unaffiliated fighter who has a near-perfect win record. This guy is a total psycho. He was kicked out of the military and the Hunter Association for major disciplinary violations. He's known for fighting dirty and enjoying the sight of his opponents' disfigured faces. She whispers a warning to Lin, telling him to just surrender if things get too dangerous. Lin realizes he definitely shouldn't hold back this time. As she officially introduces Chai, he just looms over her, making everyone uncomfortable. He makes a creepy comment about being more capable than she thinks, showing exactly why everyone in the building hates him. Lin tells the guy to shut up and just get the fight started already. Chai charges in with a roar, promising to grant Lin's death wish. He throws a massive, heavy punch aimed straight for Lin's head, but Lin catches the fist effortlessly with one hand. He tells the guy that since he wanted to crush a skull, he'll start by taking away his arm. There's a sickening crunch as Lin shatters the brute's forearm. Lin doesn't stop there, holding a cold and focused expression. He follows through with a punch that connects square with Chai's face. The massive bully is sent flying across the ring like he weighs nothing. Lin stands over him, noting that his arm is wrecked and he won't be using it to hurt anyone else for a long time. The crowd is stunned into silence by the brutal efficiency of the win. The announcer calls it, naming Lin Xiao the winner as the arena begins to cheer for the new powerhouse. Lin is still ready for more, asking if anyone else wants to challenge him. The announcer turns to the crowd, asking if there are any more challengers brave enough to step up. The potential fighters in the audience immediately forfeit. Nobody wants to end up like the last guy. Since there's no one left to fight, Lin is named today's champion and gets his total prize money doubled. He's still a little disappointed, though. Even with the bonus, only fighting 2 matches didn't really net him as much as he was hoping for. Lin takes the prize money from the clerk. She tells him he's done with Ring 8 for today. He thanked her, taking the somewhat thin envelope. She told him he was still welcome to stay and watch the other matches. Just as he's about to head out, someone calls out his name. Out of nowhere, the arena announcer gives him a big kiss on the cheek. Lin is completely frozen. She's blushing hard as she thanks him. Turns out, he did her a huge favor. She explains that Chai Guy had been harassing her for a long time, and being dojo staff, she couldn't do anything about it. Lin Xiao clears his throat. He says if she's really that grateful, she should just let him jump back in the ring for a few more rounds. She points out that he's only banned from Ring 8. The other Tier 5 rings are still wide open. A smirk grows on Lin's face. Now the real fun begins. He hits up Ring 5 next and cleans house. The crowd is already starting to bow down to him. Then he moves to Ring 13 and handles business there too. By the time he's done with Ring 17, the announcer is running out of ways to say he's the champion. Lin is literally rolling in cash. He's trying to decide which room is next on the menu for a payday, but his winning streak hits a wall when a group of guys in suits shows up behind him. He asks if they're here to mug him for his earnings. The dojo manager tells him his win rate is way too high for Tier 5. They're moving him up to Tier 4 immediately. Lin tries to play the just a student card, even threatening to never come back. The manager isn't worried. He offers Lin 100,000 yuan just for the inconvenience of moving up. Lin changes his tune real fast. For 100 grand, he'll take it. He steps into the Tier 4 arena and it's a massive step up. The crowd is going nuts for a guy named Ghost Tiger. In the ring, Ghost Tiger has just finished turning another fighter into a floor mat with one punch. The announcer asks if he's going to keep defending his title. Tiger is more than ready. When she asks for challengers, Lin Xiao's hand goes up before she can even finish. She pulls up his file and is confused. He has 0 wins and 0 matches in this tier. She warns him that Ghost Tiger is a D-rank pro with over 100 matches under his belt. Lin doesn't flinch. He asks if there's a rule saying a rookie can't take on the best. She welcomes him to the stage, even if she looks like she's watching a lamb go to the slaughter. The crowd thinks he's an idiot. They don't give a student a single chance against a pro. Ghost Tiger crosses his arms and tells the kid he's ending this fast, so he shouldn't cry if he gets mangled. Lin Xiao just fires back with the same energy. Lin makes the first move, closing the gap with a speed that catches Tiger off guard. Tiger barely gets a guard up to block the strike, feeling the weight behind it. He admits the kid's speed and power are actually decent, noting his skill with psionic armament. Lin Xiao just gives him a cold stare and says he hasn't even started using his psionics yet. Suddenly, a massive blue aura explodes around Lin. This is the real deal. He throws a kick that Tiger barely manages to see, let alone block. The crowd is losing their minds. Nobody can track how fast that kick was. Ghost Tiger acknowledges the strength. He says he's going to stop playing around and take Lin seriously. Tiger launches himself forward, finally putting his full weight into the fight. The two clash in the center of the ring, a storm of fists and energy erupting between them. Lin Xiao powers up even more, his blue aura flaring like a torch. Tiger is genuinely shocked. He can't wrap his head around how a kid has psionics this dense or a strength boost this high. Ghost Tiger can't believe it. Lin Xiao just smirks, telling him his psionics are just a bit more advanced. Tiger regains his composure. He admits Lin's power is top tier for a D rank, but insists it won't be enough to take him down. Ghost Tiger lets out a roar as he pushes his energy to the limit. The crowd goes wild, realizing the pro is finally going all out. The ground cracks under the sheer pressure of Tiger's output as he prepares to lunge. The two collide again. Tiger throws a heavy kick, but Lin is there to meet it head-on. Blue energy sparks as their limbs clash with the force of 2 freight trains. Tiger asks if Lin's starting to feel the burn of psionics. Lin admits it's starting to sting a little. Feeling confident, Tiger tells the kid to just give up and walk away while he still can. But as he looks into Lin's eyes, he sees something that makes him break into a cold sweat. Lin Xiao unleashes his own psionic wrapping, coating his body in a dense blue flame. The audience can't believe a junior can pull off a technique that advanced. Tiger realizes he's dealing with a once-in-a-generation genius. Lin just smiles, ready to see what an all-out fight really feels like. The entire arena holds its breath as the two fighters square off. They launch into a dizzying exchange of strikes, moving so fast they become blurs to the naked eye. The sound of their fists clashing is like metal slamming against metal. Even the spectators can feel the shockwaves. Lin Xiao sees an opening and channels his energy into a single, focused point. With a deafening boom, Lin's fist connects squarely with Tiger's chest, shattering his defense. Ghost Tiger's eyes go wide with shock as the full force of the blow ripples through him. The impact sends him skidding across the arena floor like a stone skipped across a pond. A heavy silence falls over the crowd as Tiger lies motionless on the ground. Coughing up blood, the pro finally admits defeat. He knows he's been outclassed. The announcer shouts into her mic, officially declaring the rookie, Lin Xiao, the champion of the match. Still catching his breath, Tiger asks if Lin was even trying. Lin just gives him a cryptic look and tells him to take a guess. The announcer asks if he wants to take his winnings and go, or if he'll keep defending the ring. Lin Xiao has no intention of stopping. He's having too much fun and decides to stick around for another challenger. The audience is stunned. After seeing what he did to Ghost Tiger, nobody is in a hurry to step up. They argue amongst themselves, terrified of being humiliated by a mere student. Suddenly, the sound of calm, steady footsteps echoes through the stadium. A strange chill sweeps over the arena. The spectators start shivering as the temperature takes a nosedive. It's the Ice Princess, one of the most feared fighters in Tier 4. The crowd is instantly back on their feet. Her name is Bai Shui, and she's the second-ranked junior in the entire college. She looks Lin Xiao dead in the eye, suggesting they have a little spar since they're both students. The announcer introduces her as the next challenger, and the fans start chanting her name in a frenzy. Lin Xiao can feel the icy pressure radiating off her. He knows instantly that she's on a completely different level. He tries to strike up a conversation, asking if she really is a junior too. She doesn't say a word, her cold expression never wavering. Deciding to test her, Lin Xiao lunges forward with a lightning-fast punch. But she barely moves, stopping his fist with the palm of her hand like it was nothing. Lin is floored. He's never seen a fellow student block an attack of that caliber so effortlessly. He quickly activates his system to get a read on her. Her real name is Ling Shui, and she's been using an alias here. Her stats pop up on his screen, and they're terrifyingly high. Her strength and agility are both nearly off the charts. He realizes she's just as strong as the top student in their year. He's going to have to be incredibly careful. As Ling Shui prepares her own psionic wrapping, Lin Xiao braces himself for the hardest fight of his life. Lin Xiao lunges forward, but his punch is stopped dead by Ling Shui's palm. The air crackles with the force of the impact, yet she doesn't budge an inch. After that brief exchange, Ling Shui's face wore a look of utter confusion. She couldn't wrap her head around how a fellow student could have mastered psionic wrapping, a technique usually reserved for elite hunters. Lin Xiao remained calm and collected. He told Ling Shui to cut the act, sensing that she was trying to hide her true strength, and challenged her to unleash her real power in a proper fight. With a calm breath, Ling Shui closes her eyes as a frigid blue aura flares up around her. The temperature in the arena plummets as she prepares to show the rookie what a real elite can do.